Okay, so I think we're good with our day 4 here, and I was looking for the answer yesterday for Santa's list and was able to find it earlier. But now let's try to continue on day 3 here. The OSINT, day 3. So nothing escapes Detective McRed, it says here, as the elves are trying to recover the compromised Santa gift shop website. Elf Recon McRed is trying to figure out how it was compromised in the first place. Can you help him in gathering open sourced information against the website? So these are the learning objectives that we have for tonight. What is OSINT and what techniques can extract useful information against a website or target? Using dorks to find specific information on the Google search engine and extracting hidden directories through the robots.txt file. Domain owner information through whoislookup, and we also have searching data from hacked databases. Acquiring sensitive information from publicly available GitHub repositories. So what is OSINT? It is gathering and analyzing publicly available data for intelligence purposes, which includes information collected from the internet, mass media, specialist journals, and research photos and geospatial information. The information can be accessed via the open internet, indexed by search engines, closed forums, not indexed by search engines. And even the deep and dark web, people tend to leave much information on the internet that is publicly available and later on results in impersonation, identity theft, etc. So we do have OSINT techniques here, and we do have the Google Dork or Google Dorking. Google Dorking involves using specialist search terms and advanced search operators to find results that are not usually displayed using regular search terms. And we can see here you can use them to search specific file types, cached versions of a particular site, websites containing specific text. Bad actors widely use it to locate website configuration files and loopholes left due to bad coding practices. Some of the widely used Google Dorks are mentioned below. So we have here the I in URL. And it searches for specified text in all index URLs. For example, in URL, then we are specifying the value. So it's like a key value pair for your search terms. Excuse me. So we have here, we'll fetch all URLs containing the word hacking. And we also have file types, searches for specified file extensions. So we do have PDF here as the value, and this is the key. And we are looking for hacking, which will bring all PDF files containing the word hacking. Okay, that's nice. As you can see here, that's a pretty cool thing when it comes to Google Dorking. Site searches all the index URLs for the specified domain. For example, we have the site, and then we'll bring the index URLs from the tryhackme.com. And cache. Get the latest cache version of by the Google search engine. Let's say, for example, we have here cache tryhackme.com. For example, you can use dork site github.com db_password to search only in github.com and look for string db password possible database credentials. You can learn more about Google Dorks through this free room. I've actually finished that before already. Perhaps I'll try to review that lesson some other time. But you will see here we are able to find some information through the use of Google Dorking. Bingo! We have identified several repositories with database passwords. Who is lookup? Who is database store or whois database stores public domain information such as a registrant domain owner, administrative, billing, and technical contacts in a centralized database. The database is publicly available for people to search against any domain and enables acquiring personal identifiable information against a company, like an email address, mobile number of technical contact. Bad actors can later on use the information for profiling. We have spear phishing, we have also whale phishing and video, if I remember it correctly. But moving forward, targeting selected individuals. Nowadays, registrars offer domain privacy options that allow users to keep their whois information private from the general public and only accessible to certain entities like designated registrars. A lot of websites allow checking the whois information against the website. For example, you can check whois information on github.com through this free website. And we can find here this whois information. We'll find information about the site. And we also have here robots.txt, which is a publicly accessible file created by the website administrator and intended for search engines to allow or disallow indexing of the website's URLs. All websites have their robots.txt file. If you're making a React app, if you're making a Laravel application, you'll find robots.txt in the public directory in your folder structure if you know a little bit about those technologies, libraries, and framework. And you'll find the robots.txt file there. And it will say here directly accessible through the domain's main URL. It's a kind of communication mechanism between websites and search engine crawlers. Since the file is publicly accessible, it doesn't mean anyone can edit or modify it. You can access robots.txt by simply appending robots.txt at the end of the website's URL. In the case of Google, we can access the robots.txt file by clicking this URL. Okay. So we do have here user agent, and there are some disallow keys and values that we can see here. And we can see that Google has allowed and disallowed specific URLs for web scrapers and search engines. The disallow parameter helps bad actors to identify sensitive directories that can be manually accessed and exploited, like the admin panel, logs folder, etc. Breach database search. Major social media and tech giants have suffered data breaches in the past. As a result, the leaked data is publicly available and most of the time contains, what do we call this, P2-like usernames, email addresses, mobile numbers, and even passwords. Users may use the same password across all the websites. That enables bad actors to reuse the same password against a user on a different platform for a complete account takeover. A lot of services offer to check if your email address or phone number is in leak. Let's say Have I Been Pwned is one of the free services. Now, McRed here tried to run all email addresses of the Santa Gift Shop website to identify any leakage, and gladly no data breach was found. Now, searching for GitHub repos, GitHub is a renowned platform that allows developers to host their code through version control. A developer can create multiple repositories and set the privacy setting as well. A common flaw by developers is that the privacy of the repository is set as public, which means anyone can access it. These repositories contain complete source code and most of the time include password, access tokens, etc. And the Recon Master searched various terms on GitHub to find something useful like Santa's Gift Shop, Santa Gift, Santa Shop, etc. Luckily, one of the terms worked and he found the website's complete source code publicly available through OAuth. So if I try to go here and check that out on GitHub, we can go and try to search that Santa Gift Shop. And we do find 2 repositories, and I believe this is going to be first one, and it has 11 commits. You'll see that you can check out what they're doing here, right? So we can also check the commit version and changes that they've been able to do in the past few days. You can see here SMTP, PHP. These are some of the changes that they've been doing here. You can go back to a version from where they have uploaded something into their website. And you can find also the actual code here if you are going to be looking up some of the things inside of the repository or the commit changes that they've been making. Let's go back here. What is the name of the registrar for the domain santagift.shop? Name of the domain santagift.shop. We have some domains here. santagift.shop. Let's try to. Who is let's check this out if this will be producing something for us. We are checking for domain. Register. And we know that the answer here is Namecheap. That didn't work. Registrar for Santa Gift Shop. Oh, I think that should be INC. That also didn't work. And that's correct. So we just went here and you will find that it's there. Find the website source code repository on GitHub, and we did find it here. And most probably some of the interesting things here, we do have a readme. So we have elements, HTML elements. What are we looking for? Sensitive credential. Can you find the flag? Basically, config.php will be a good place to look for. There is this flag here. Excuse me. Let's have this. That works. What is the name of the file containing password? So let's search the config here. I think it's config.php. Because you would see here db_password, and they have that password here already. Let's just see if that's going to be QA server associated with the what is the name? What is the DB password that's being used between QA and prod environments? We do have that. Where did I get that? That's just here in the DB password. Define DB name, Santa Shop. So this is a method. We have a host name, QA Santa Gift Shop. So it's a host name, and I think that's what we're going to need here. And that's it for this room. I think you're able to complete the OSINT room. So config is common place from where you would find a lot of information. if you're working with a PHP file or PHP, we do see that this is a PHP site and it's 100% PHP on GitHub, so most probably it will be following some ways on how you build a website using PHP. PHP is a server-side scripting language. So that's it. We were able to accomplish the task for today, and I'll be working on a live session again tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. This is a very nice review for Austin.